Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk about a very interesting technique which has helped me and many others like me in speaking English fluently and confidently. Trust me guys, this is a magic wand or is a magic trick. If you follow it, if you practice using this technique, definitely it's going to help you to speak English fluently and confidently. It has worked wonders for me. And that is why I'm so confident about this technique. And I've heard from many people that they have learned English this way. So guys, today I'm going to describe this technique. I'll tell you how you can practice using this technique. I'll give you some examples also wherein you can actually practice with this technique, and lots of tips and tricks I'm going to give you in this video. So guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm your communications coach and a soft skill trainer by profession, and I'm here to help you out with all your communications problems and to help you speak English fluently and confidently. Guys, I do a lot of research. I take a lot of time before coming up with a video or a session because I want to help you. I understand that lots of people who are beginners, intermediate or advanced who watch my video and they want that stuff. I try to balance everything. I try to do some research which helps every person. Like if you are a beginner also, you can take that. You can use that. If you are in advanced level also, you can use that technique. If you are in intermediate level, of course, it is not going to harm you. So it is anyways going to help you. As I always say, I'm also a learner. I'm still learning English. I'm still learning to speak English fluently and confidently. Trust me on this. If you stop learning, you will never improve. So always keep learning and keep practicing and keep improving. There is a lot of scope to improve for all of us. So guys, if you want to know about this trick in detail with examples, with a lot of other tips and tricks, do subscribe my channel, watch my complete video, like and share my videos, and do write your comments in the comment section. So today I'm going to talk about imitation technique. This is the most powerful technique, guys. Trust me on this. I'm going to tell you what this technique is, and I'll tell you 4 different ways how you can use this technique in speaking English or practicing to speak English. There are 4 different ways. Whatever suits you, whatever is convenient for you, start using that. Start doing that right now. And it's really going to show the difference. Apart from that, I'm also going to give you some examples also wherein I'm going to come up with question and answers which will help you to practice this technique even better. So stay tuned. So guys, what is imitation technique first? Imitation means you have to copy somebody. In a layman's language, you have to copy somebody. You have to act like somebody, right? Or you have to repeat what the other person is saying. This is called imitation. You are imitating somebody, you are copying somebody, you are acting like the other person, or you're repeating what the other person is saying. So these are the 3 simple definitions of imitation or imitate, to imitate, right? Now, how you can use this technique in speaking English or in practicing to speak English? So what we do is we listen to a lot of things, we watch a lot of things in English, right? So what we can do here is when we are listening to a piece of information, when we are watching a piece of information, what we can do is we can just pause the video and we can repeat the sentences, what the other person is saying. This is a simple way of practicing imitation technique. It sounds very simple, guys. Like when you're listening to me, once my sentence is complete, pause my video and repeat my sentence. Again, listen to another sentence, pause my video, repeat that sentence, right? But it is not limited to this. I'm going to tell you 4 different ways of how you can practice this technique according to which level you are in or what you are comfortable with doing. The first one is, as I told you, sentence by sentence. What you can do is whenever you're listening to a piece of information, if you're watching my video, if you're watching anybody else's video, if you're watching a podcast, if you're watching a movie, you're watching a news or a commentary or anything for that matter, whatever you're watching, just make sure you listen to one sentence clearly, understand what it is said, make a note of that sentence, pause that video, repeat that sentence. Right? Try to take up simple sentences or simple videos and start with simple sentences, small sentences. Don't get into the longer or complex sentences. Take simple videos, take videos of the stories, simple kids stories or cartoon movies or any other movie dialogue which is very popular, or any music which you have heard and you like the lyrics, English music lyrics you like, take up that, listen to it, understand the sentence, pause it, repeat it. This is what you can do. Sentence by sentence, you can repeat that. What it will do, it will help you in the pronunciation, it will help you in the intonation, it will help you in understanding what the message is and how the sentence is constructed. So understanding is very important. It's not just when somebody is speaking, just listen to it, pause it and repeat it like a puppet. No, you have to understand it first. What is said in that sentence? Take simple sentences, small sentences in the beginning. Watch simple videos, take up simple videos, simple dialogues, simple conversations, which is really going to help you, which you understand well, and then you can repeat that sentence by sentence what is spoken in that video. Okay. So this is one. You can take any example of my videos, my conversational videos. I have come up with a lot of videos on different topics, which is really going to help you in this imitation technique also. So take my videos and start repeating after me. Okay, or imitating me. Second one is, what you can do is, you can just listen to that piece of information or you can just listen to that video and start speaking it in your own words. This is another way of imitating. So whatever piece of information you're listening to or whoever person you are listening to, listen to that person carefully. After listening to that person, after getting the whole idea and understanding what the person is trying to say, you can just repeat it in your own words. The way the person said, the body language and everything, you can copy that and you can say it in the same way. That is another way of using imitation technique in practicing speaking in English. Now, what I did here is, what helped me was, during my childhood, what I used to do was, I was very fascinated by my teachers, and especially my English teacher. I don't know why. I was very fascinated by my English teacher. So what I did was, she used to wear sari. So I used to come home, I used to wear my dupatta like a sari, and the other dupatta I used to put on my head and do a ponytail or braid my hairs. And then I used to stand in front of the mirror and I used to copy my English teacher. Whatever came to my mind, I used to say that. Not the exactly what she said. I was a child, I couldn't remember whatever she said. But when I came home, I used to tie one dupatta on my hair and wear the other dupatta as a sari. And I used to stand in front of the mirror and I used to imitate her, the way she expressed her, used her hands and, she smiled, and the way she, walked. So I used to copy everything and I used to speak a lot of things in English. Whatever came to my mind, I used to speak like her. So I used to do that. I used to imitate her. And that has really helped me in gaining confidence in speaking and fluency as well. So you can also do this. You can just copy that person. You can listen to the whole speech. You can listen to the whole thing, whatever piece of information you're watching, and then try to come up with the whole thing in your own words. And you can do it in front of the mirror. You can do it in front of your camera, whatever suits you, whatever you are comfortable doing it with. So this is another method. The third one is, you can practice imitation technique with question and answers also. You can come up with a list of questions Okay, I'll give you some examples also a little later. So you can come up with a list of questions like, what are your plans for today? And start answering that question. There are lots of videos you'll find online which has these questions, which will answer, where you'll get those answers. Or what you can do is, if you're watching a podcast, if you're watching a talk show, okay, so there are a lot of questions and answers. Listen to those questions and listen to the answers also. Note down the questions, come up with your own answer, or if you can repeat the answer which is said in that video, so you can do that. So in this way also, you can practice question and answer with imitation technique. So you can just listen to the questions, you can listen to the answers on the talk show or the interview or podcast. There are lots of things available nowadays. You can listen to a lot of questions and answer sessions, and you can start using that question and that answer or your own answer to speak in English or to practice English, right, with imitation techniques. So that is another thing. Or you can come up with your own question and your own answer also. Or you can take that question, come up with your own answer. So you can do a lot of things, guys. So this is also very easy. You can try question and answer format also. For example, I'm going to give you an example of some questions which I'm going to ask and answer. What you can do is, you can also repeat after me. You can repeat my answers, or you can just write your own answer and repeat that. Okay. So the first question is, what is your morning routine like? My answer is, well, I get up at 7:30 a.m. The first thing I do is I go to my balcony to get some fresh air, and then I come back and drink a glass of water. After drinking a glass of water, I then go and freshen up, and when I come back, I go to the kitchen and see what I can have for breakfast. So this is my morning routine. The next question is, what is your favorite food? My favorite food is Indian. Well, to be honest, I like Mughlai cuisine a lot, but it's not limited to Mughlai cuisine only. I like a lot of vegetarian food as well, but my all-time favorite is biryani. I love biryani the most. And my other favorite is pav bhaji and chola bhatura. Question number 3. What do you like doing during weekends? For me, weekends are always time to relax and have family time. I love weekends. So I try to cook something good for lunch and then probably go out for dinner or take my daughter to the game zone or anywhere just for refreshment. We just want to go out and spend some quality time there with family and cook something good for my family. So these are the 2 things I love doing during weekends. Question number 4. What do you love doing during your free time? I love relaxing and watching TV or reading book during my free time. Also, I love taking a nap during my free time. So these are the 3 activities which I prefer doing during my free time, apart from spending time with my daughter and playing with my daughter. So guys, see, this is how we can, practice imitation technique. What I've done is, I've just asked a question, I've answered that question. So you can also ask yourself this question and answer what I have answered, or you can come up with your own answer and you can just answer in your own words. So this is also called imitation technique. This is another way of practicing imitation technique, which is also very helpful. The 4th way of practicing imitation technique is conversational style or conversational format. So here what we can do is, we can just, pick up some conversations. Like, you'll find a lot of videos on YouTube also which has a conversational format, wherein, somebody is talking to the neighbor, somebody is talking to an actor, or somebody is talking to a musician, a hotelier, or any personality. So there are lots of, videos which are in this format, which is conversational. They talk about a lot of things with each other. So what you can do is, either you can become one person, right? And you can copy that. Like, if, for example, if 2 friends are talking, friend number 1 and friend number 2. So you can pick up that conversation video and you can become friend 1 and you can copy his sentences, right? And the next time you can become friend 2 and you can copy the other person's sentences. So in this way, it will be easier for you to imitate both of them. So at one time you can become friend 1, the other time you can become friend 2. Or you can become friend 1 and friend 2 at the same time. You can speak how friend 1 is speaking. You can again play the video about friend 2, listen to it, become friend 2. Friend 1, friend. You can switch between friend 1 and friend 2 and you can imitate both of them. Okay, and you can have that conversation. So this is also really a helpful technique. This is another format or another way you can practice imitation technique. So you can use conversational videos, you can use question and answer video formats, you can use sentence by sentence format, or you can just imitate somebody or act like the person and speak in your own words about it. Okay, so this is the four methods you can follow while practicing imitation technique. So the conversational style, I'll give you an example. So today morning, me and my husband was discussing about what we want to eat today. So I asked him, what do you want to eat for lunch today? He replied to me saying, whatever you cook. I replied to him saying, no, don't say this. I need a name of the dish, please. He again replied to me, you cook so well. You can cook anything. And I again replied to him, no, tell me specifically what you want to eat. Because I'm also getting confused what to cook. And he again smiled and said, what do you want to eat today? I'll also eat the same thing. And then I got frustrated and said, okay, fine. I should have not come to you. I'll ask my daughter. She'll give me a better option than you. So this was the conversation we had today. So what you can do is, in this conversation, you can switch between, like what I did. I switched between me and my husband. So you can also switch between person 1 and person 2 and you can speak about on that topic, right? So this is another effective way of practicing imitation technique. So guys, I'm sure this is really going to help you. You have clearly understood how you can use imitation technique for practicing English speaking. If you have any doubts, do write to me in the comment section. I'm going to help you with that. See you. Bye-bye.